G'day viewers, my name is Michael and welcome to SingleRacer. Now I tend to make a lot of comments under one of my favourite channels, which is Ferrari Man 601. I stir him a lot, but I also respect him greatly for the channel that he produces. But I've said a couple of times how hard it is to drive one of my favourite cars, which is the Lotus 49. In fact, it's my favourite car, but it's hard to drive it against the new cars released by Race Sim Studio because they're such a high standard that the old Lotus 49 looks a bit pale in comparison, at least as far as the quality of the car when you see it in a replay. And so imagine my surprise when I got up this morning and saw this message from Race Sim Studio, seemingly out of nowhere. I had no idea this car was coming, but I present you with this. This is the RSS, or the Formula RSS 1970 V8. And now, it's not quite the Lotus 49, but it's so close it's not funny. And I've got to say that just like their recently released Formula RSS 2022, the F1 car of this year's Formula 1, it has a lot of extra features that you wouldn't expect on such a classic looking car. And now, I won't go into a whole heap of detail because if Ferrari Man 601 buys this car, I'm expecting a showroom video and he'll do it much better justice than I will. But what I will do is show you a VR overlook of the car. But just before I do, there are two versions, just like the RSS 2022. So you get this standard version as well as an S version, just to add a little bit of tweaking like Race Sim Studio seems to like to do these days. And so one of the features that you get is multiple wing angles, both front and back, in the different versions. But as you are in-game in Assetto Corsa and you manually change it in the setup menu, you'll physically see it change. So it's a visible change that you get to see, and I'm sure Ferrari Man 601 will cover that much better. But now let's go over to the VR view, or an overview of the extra features you also get with this car. Okay folks, so here I am on Monza 66, this is the road course, and have a look at this in VR. To me it just looks exceptional, but you know, everyone has different tastes, but I think it's a great looking car. And a few features that you get with the car is you get a choice between groove tyres and slicks. In the setup menu you can turn this headrest off, just if you think it looks better without the headrest, so you've got that option. And as we hop into the car, because of Custom Shaders Patch and Content Manager, Race Sim Studio have added a few extra features. So if I just lean down here, you can hopefully see my foot, and you actually get a physical foot when you press the accelerator or brake. There it goes, my 3 revs, that is normal. And you can even press the brake, as I try and show there. You've got the classic dials, which I personally love. I just love these sort of classic cars, as well as the fantastic detail and the springs and all this sort of thing. And I can even look in the mirror. Hi, SingleRacer. There you go. And if I find the right key there, oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong button there. If you put the horn, you can even put your visor up and down using the horn key for normal cars. So a great little feature as part of a Custom Shaders Patch. So now let's go racing in this brilliant car. Okay folks, so here we are on Monza 66. This is the road course without the banking. I just personally prefer this course, and I can just show you a couple of laps of the car. But as we get ready to take off, there's one thing I want to address. So we are off. And that is that I read a couple of people, I don't know if I misunderstood it, but they said the car is crap, or they implied the car was crap. But if you watch here, because I've had a few practice goes, now I'll dab on the rear end there, and it swings out. It just gives a little kick. So it's like a little tap on the accelerator. And so from my point of view, because I love these cars, these are meant to be savage to drive. They're not meant to be easy. So if you've ever got to get a beginner spinning around in circles saying, oh, you know, this car's crap, I don't feel that's right. But if the DD owner is saying, oh, the handling's not quite right, then I'll totally understand. I'm using a G29, but I understand that these cars are difficult to drive. They represent the 60s and 70s cars, which were savage. Now, if I come into here, like I've had a few practice goes, but like here, if I feel I'm understeering, I just stab. There it goes. It's just a slight correction of the wheel, and it helps me straighten up. There, you know, I didn't need to do it, but it's a good technique that if you feel you're sliding off the track, you can just give it a dab, and the rear end will just kick out a little bit. Now, if you're feeling confident, you can take this flat. Although I didn't really nail it that well that time. So let's see now. I go by the second black little box there. I'm not sure what it is, a light or whatever, but that's my braking point. Because it's got a bit of torque steer if you change down too much. So here, like coming out of here is much better. Beautiful. This track is so nice in VR. What's my time? 29. Okay, so in a Lotus 49 I can do 131s day in, day out, but I really have to concentrate to do a 130. So you can tell that this car here, as I try and come through here, I got a bit earlier on the accelerator, which is great, but I've come out of there, or I feel I've come out of there better. So now what I do is I try and settle the car down, so I brake a bit earlier, down to second early, and now use the throttle there. Well, see, I had to ease off a little bit, but I could get the throttle to kick it out when I felt it was necessary. There, come out of there cleaner, at least I felt cleaner. And now we try for a better lap as we go under the Coca-Cola sign. I love that sign there. Again, flat through here, but see if I can do it a bit better. That felt a bit better. And I use again that second black box there as a braking marker. So this one here, brake down, just to settle the car down so it doesn't torque steer or try and twist. But there, oh, I didn't get onto that well. That didn't feel good. But there, you could feel I pushed the accelerator down too much trying to compensate, and it slid out a little bit. So that's what you've got to be careful of. So can I beat it? Yes, or just, but I'm happy with that time. So a great car, but make no mistake, this is a difficult car to drive. So only get it if you like a challenge of this type of classic racing. As we check out the dials here, just a brilliant car, just beautiful. Just one more look there. Hi, SingleRacer, did you enjoy that? Yep. Okay, so this is Michael signing out for SingleRacer. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll catch you next time. See you later.